We just got our very first update for Poppy Playtime Chapter 5, along with a potential brand new mystery villain already, along with a huge brand new Chapter 4 patch that adds a whole bunch of brand new content like a brand new updated Yarnaby death and so much more, a whole bunch of brand new cut content and behind the scene concept art, a whole bunch of also merch because why not, we have a whole bunch of merch all the time, and a lot more including a brand new series. So yeah, without further ado, let's just go hop to this video and start off with the brand new Chapter 4 patch. So just yesterday, Mob Entertainment went and released a brand new patch for, of course, Chapter 4 on Steam, calling it Small Update Patch Notes. But if you look at the small updates they said, it is very, very long, being the biggest patch we have ever had to date for Chapter 4. You could definitely pause the video if you want to go and read every single one of them, but there is just so much they added. As you guys can see, thanks to this Twitter user showing us, there are actually added in multiple different variants for the Doctor in the Doctor section. So now you can see the one that's actually in the trailer, which is just amazing to see. Along with this Twitter user also showing us some of the brand new lighting in Chapter 4. As you guys can see, they updated the lighting to make it look so much better. And now the game actually looks really complete. Like, imagine if Chapter 4 just came out a month after. I feel like if Chapter 4 got delayed a month, it wouldn't have been a bad thing. Looks like it would have actually turned out really well. Like, the lighting looks amazing. This is another shot of another area with the lighting and the effects. It just looks so good. I'm really happy with the way Chapter 4 is looking right now with the brand new patches. But thanks to Tipper here, we can actually see some brand new clips from his recent live stream that show us the brand new Yarnaby death. As you guys can of course see, Yarnaby just runs onto the hook, and instead of just catching onto flames with no complete reason, he actually falls into a lava vat, then burns, and then, proceeds to die. So it is very cool. We can actually see a brand new Yarnaby death for that. Including that, we also got a brand new Ollie line at the end after defeating the Doctor, confirming that yes, of course, the Doctor is dead. And also just having some brand new context. Of course, I will play, or not really play the clip, but you can see the clip there. All credits goes to, of course, Tippers for his clip. But moving on to other things, Poppy Playtime Chapter 2's update that they recently had, the one that was made for consoles that added a whole bunch of good things for Chapter 2. Well, that update actually got rolled back, meaning it's back to the older version, and you can't really go and update it to that version anymore. Why did they remove it? No entire idea. I really did like it. I did hear things about saying that it was pretty buggy and stuff like that, so that would make sense why they removed it, but hopefully one day it comes back better and bigger than it ever was before. But moving on to other news, YouTuber Knives recently just had an interview with Ben Rook, Yarnaby's voice actor, and of course, along with other type of stuff. So definitely go watch his video and his interview. I think it's actually on his channel out right now, so definitely go watch it. Including Tippers also having an interview with the ex-director of Poppy Playtime, the one and only Isaac, which actually did add a pretty interesting point, which I'd like to talk about. In this clip right here that I'm going to show, he talks about a Brawn scene that was actually cut from Chapter 3, saying that the whole entire Toy Store, which we know was cut from Chapter 3 last second or because of time delays, we don't know the exact reason, was supposed to have a scene about you on a cart or like one of those forklifts running away from Brawn as he rips things off and you go into like winding corridors. So it seems that would have been so fun to actually see, and I really hope one day they go back and do like a remaster within all the chapters, and hopefully that is one thing they're adding Chapter 3. Another thing that actually was revealed like at least less than a week or two ago was of course an interview they had with the Poppy Playtime devs themselves, explaining what the future of the Poppy series could be, and of course the very first news for Chapter 5. They talked about other things like Chapter 4's development and how it began around the launch of Chapter 3, explaining why I was able to come out so fast because they had no other delays about it. And they also mentioned different things about Huggy Wuggy and how they knew exactly how to bring it back, some things we did already see before, but it's really interesting to see how they already planned this whole entire cliffhanger, and they've been doing cryptic evidence ever since Chapter 2. And also talking about how every single chapter is crafted as a standalone experience, and it definitely does make sense why you have to pay for different chapters separately, and it's kind of like its own little DLC, and also the way it gets progressively gets better, so it makes sense that every single chapter is literally just like a whole brand new game. I could definitely see that, and it definitely does make sense. And also saying, this is probably the most important one here, when asked if Chapter 5 will conclude this dark series, the brothers shouted that fans have a lot to look forward to, as many questions are left unanswered in the series, with plenty of stories and lore to be revealed. Unable to share what's in the works for Chapter 5, we have confirmed that a lot of ideas and concepts are already in the works for future and are exciting. So yes, it seems like Poppy Playtime might not end at Chapter 5. I definitely do think that the the Poppy Playtime chapter-based system or story will end at chapter 5. I feel like that will be the end for that. But I do think that Poppy Playtime will live on for a while, kind of like FNAF, where they had the mainline games and then they have like other stories. So I have a feeling they're going to move on to other stories and other things like that. But I do feel like chapter 5 might be the last chapter, unless they pull out a chapter 6, which will definitely be pretty crazy to see. Also, when asked if any, future plans, that doesn't mean chapter 5 is the only product on the horizon. Zach and the team says never want to close the door on opportunity, suggesting that the future is, of course, big and bright and full of lore. So yeah, that kind of answers the question. VR Poppy Playtime game when, please? Also, with some more news on the official mob store, they have a, not really store, but like page. They have a whole news section that gives you updates. And it did have one that talked about the Scholastic deal, how it's a multiple year partnership, and how we're going to be getting a whole book series. Hopefully it's like the FNAF books, but yeah, it seems like it's definitely going to be a really good time. One other thing that's a lot more interesting than that is a conversation with Mob Entertainment around, it happened like what, in October, which is a while ago. They talked about lots of things for Poppy, but the most interesting thing is what's next for Mob Entertainment when they talked more about the movie deal and how it's still going over and still working on. So it's really good to hear more updates on that. But I think what's also more interesting is how they talked about the brand new series or television series adaptation, saying here, we have licensed Poppy Playtime to Legendary Entertainment, with whom are being developed a movie and television series. So yeah, Poppy Playtime is getting a full brand new show and a movie. It's just, it seems so much, and I cannot wait for us to hear more news about the television series. But it's really strange how they kind of shadow drop that and just like stop talking about it. But yeah, always keep your mind on that. Also, the Poppy Playtime OST is officially available in the store. Just, want to let you all know that. But also talking about other type of things, Mob Entertainment did post this art here for, I think, like the Mardi Gras. I don't know how to pronounce that. And many people looked at this art and was like, yo, it's pretty amazing, And Amber also posted there is like a GIF version of it, which I'll be playing right here. But one thing many people brought up is how it looks like that clown character that we saw before. But at the end of the day, I do think it's just a coincidence, because like the whole event here also does have that exact same jester clown looking thing. Like, it's nothing new. It's not just for Poppy, but like, who knows? In TetraBit's unused content video, he did find this brand new like model that was just thrown in chapter 4, which has been left unused, and it does kind of look like a jester of some sort. So like, this all can be hinting for a brand new character, the brand new mystery chapter 5 villain, or it can just all be one big fat coincidence, which I do think it's the latter, but I guess only time will be able to tell about that. They also updated the Partners in Crime logo. Instead of being Catnap, it is now Doughy the Dough Man. Of course, this is made by Amber, and it just looks amazing. Also, Amber officially released some brand new art about her 2-year anniversary at Mob, so hashtag happy 2 years for Amber in the comments below. Yippee! Also, Amber did make some more art here too. That was posted a while ago about Doughy. Some pretty cool art, along with some Valentine's art when it was Valentine's Day for Bobby Bear Hug. And also on the Mob Entertainment channel, they did actually release 2 videos, and since my last news video, with one of them just being a brand new trailer for chapter 4, just giving a little like recap and stuff about chapter 4 releasing, and another one being the creator compilation, which I am proud to announce I'm actually in there, and I'm the very first one when you click on the video. So thank you so much, Mob Entertainment. It really means a lot. I really do love it. Also, I think it's the perfect time to say that you guys should definitely go and subscribe to the channel, because like, it might sound annoying me asking, but it really definitely does help out the channel. But going on for some more cut content / behind the scenes stuff, one of the concept artists at Mob Entertainment actually went and gave us a lot of images here. He released a whole bunch of different concept art, but like, also sorry for being low quality. Definitely gonna go and skim through these since they're not really that huge. It's just lots of different concept art about the whole Doughy fight scene, about how it looks, and the different type of like art that was going over it. Same thing with the Doctor. You can see lots of different concept art how the Doctor fight scene or area was supposed to look, including when you fall down, when you meet Pianosaurus, and lots of different drawings and concepts for that. Same thing with the prison here too, and different like prison areas, the prison courtyard, and different drawing and concept art for that, including some access key like concept mock-up. Also, the whole entire battery generator thing for the whole safe haven there, having a whole different type of iterations. Like, they went through a lot of iteration for that one little piece, including also the whole gas and oxygen thing in that one section that I really do hate. Had a whole bunch of different type of concepts, including the drill having a whole different version of it. As you guys can see, of course, there are two, including the train that we would go on before we go and enter Safe Haven there, including some different power room and different power puzzles, having some concept art, including the saw that also did have some different variations for the saw, which also looks pretty cool to see the different versions of it. But thanks to Alex on YouTube, he did actually go and share a whole bunch of different behind the scene animations for how the finished animations look. But one of them being Doughy's sneak animation actually is a totally different one, since this is Doughy sneaking and then almost the rocks fall over. But it is something brand new that we haven't seen before, so that's pretty cool. Including this one concept art showing all the different TV variants for the Doctor. And I gotta say, it would be so cool if we could have seen all these in games, but sadly all these did not make into the game. Also, what's really funny is one of the concept art, this Twitter user announced that their art for this character that they actually made, it was ended up being kind of in the concept art, because if you look in the back of this wall, you can see this weird looking monster type thing, but it's actually based off this bootleg thing, which is also based off this art from this creator. So it's just really funny, and I thought I should mention that because it's pretty funny. We also got some more different behind the scene, news for different characters, like of course Doughy going to the vents in Yarnaby, naked Yarnaby, including some for Poppy Playtime herself, just walking, being unused walk cycles, including Doughy having a whole bunch of different animation walk cycles, just showing the whole behind the scene process of that. And we also did get to see they did have an unused VHS intro, thanks to Tetrabit Gaming in his video here. Full credit to him. They did have a full unused intro cutscene, so that also is something really cool and interesting. But moving on to the last bit of video, being the merch side of things, Culturefly did post saying "too soon?" showing a Pianosaurus gravestone for in memory. This could just be a meme because all the fans loving Pianosaurus, or it could be hinting that they are going to be making some merch off of him, like please make a figure, please. But also the Monster Dog Day plush is officially off pre-order and also been shipping out. I also did a full-time review on him too. And also the Yarnaby plush is officially shipping out to people who bought him when it first came out, like me. So of course go and subscribe and stay tuned for a full news video on that, or a review video, because I will definitely be reviewing the Yarnaby plush the second I get him in. Also, Insert Coin just announced their brand new collab, including a whole bunch of brand new shirts, being this cool Huggy shirt, Poppy Playtime Co shirt, then another Poppy Playtime shirt, another simple Poppy Playtime shirt, which I do like is how simple it looks, and my favorite of all time, the catnap sleeping like pajamas. I love the way the pants look, and I just love it. I actually really want to get this one, including two different pins, with one of them being a Nightmare Huggy coming out of the screen, looking really cool from Chapter 3. And of course, Welcome to Playtime, being a VHS tape, which looks really cool. These are definitely pretty expensive. I do think the pins are reasonable, but everything else seems a little too expensive, except for the tee. But like at the end of the day, they all look really good and they look like high quality merch. Who knows? I definitely might be picking up some in the future. Also, the whole entire G Fuel collab that they had finally started to ship out to people. If you want to see me ever get them, just let me know in comments below. I may or may not be getting them. Who knows? But thanks to the Japan pop-up shop for giving us so much different news and stuff. We had a whole set of brand new Chapter 4 pins, including some for Huggy Wuggy, Kissy Missy, and of course Dog Day and Catnap. We got some little keychains here, which look so cute with Yarnaby. I just love Yarnaby, including that the pop-up shop did have a whole bunch of different cardboard cutouts, which we did do a whole video in here talking about, so I'm not going to go too deep into that. They did had other type of cardboard cutouts and other type of little surprises here, of course, and other different type of art in this like board type thing, which I have no idea what it really is, and other tiny little bits of merch like this little sticker sheet, which is pretty cool. And of course, this whole little display here in this post showing a brand new Huggy Wuggy plush. Like, I never really seen that one before, but yeah, it seems like there's a new piece of merch. I haven't seen any other images like that, including a full like standy, not life-size Huggy, but like definitely a really tall Huggy, but it's like the destroyed ruin one at the end of Chapter 5. So of course that is really cool and neat. And thanks to Horror Toy Zone on Twitter for showing that there is a brand new 4-pack for the Smiling Critter Mystery Minis by Fat Mojo, so definitely keep that in mind if you're trying to get the full set. Definitely looks pretty cool. But for the last bit of news, thanks to the whole toy fair that's been happening, releasing a whole bunch of new merch and stuff like that, and of course thanks to this Twitter user, we can actually see that they're making a Huggy Wuggy Squishmallow. So yeah, I never thought this day would happen, but we're getting a Huggy Wuggy Squishmallow. But anyways, this is me it for this video. You guys can let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think about all the brand new Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 news, Chapter 4 updates, and all the brand new merch and all that crazy brand new news. Definitely don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned so you can see lots of different updates on Chapter 5 and of course all the different merch reviews. But don't forget to watch this video here to stay up to date with all the past merch, and of course to watch this video here to see more cut content and behind the scenes stuff.